Yo, what's poppin', guys? Sizzle here, and back with that comp deathmatch grind. Last episode, I believe, is Lifeweaver, who I actually did after this recording. But yeah, we're on Lucio, one of my more confident characters. I've played a good amount of Lucio. He was the support I basically one-tricked to get into Masters for the first time on support. Because, I don't know, I find his movement really fun. He's just a very easy hero to be annoying on and stuff. And he has decent, I don't know, he's just a fun character. He's bad, honestly, just awful. Straight, like, if I have a Lucio on my team, I normally have a bit of a less good outlook on the game. I mean, it's still winnable. It's not like when you have a Lifeweaver and it's just an instant loss unless they really suck. But Lucio is just kinda shit. But I don't know if he should get buffed, to be honest, because he's, you know, if they buff him, it would be kind of annoying. Because Lucio, your whole thing is basically just run around, be a little nuisance, you know, kind of pester people with your little pellets on your gun. And if people are even remotely low, you can normally get a nice finish off on them. You just have very high movement. That's your whole gimmick. So you basically just want to kind of go like this on this Moira, you know, shoot a few pellets, melee a few times, and see if you can get a finish. Also with the boop. That's all you're doing, Lucio. I mean, it's all movement. It's all about the movement. There's actually a Lucio, top web under Deathmatch, and he basically does the same thing, right? If you find someone that's even like half health, you can normally burst them down relatively quickly. And if they're not half health and they're full health, you can just run away. I mean, why would you bother engaging someone like that? Unless it's like, I don't know, like a Junkrat or something, or like an Ashe, like the one I'm fighting here, where what the fuck are they gonna do about it? You know, you can just kill them. They can't stop you. But yeah, that's pretty much the Lucio playstyle. That's all I'm gonna be doing this game. It's just running around, you know, wall riding, booping people, kill stealing, you know, just like any deathmatch character does. And that's all Lucio does. He basically just never die. It's like Lucio and Baller. Basically, if you don't want to die, you will not die in this mode. And all your goal is to find low health people and burst them down real quick. And if they're not low health, don't bother. But if there's someone like I said, there's someone like Ashe, 9 times out of 10 you can get the finish. The Lucio's biggest problem though is the fact that, you know, in a very short time span, Lucio can, you know, take about 70% of someone's health, but the next 30% it takes forever because you have a long reload on your gun. And, you know, you've used your boop and quick melee at that point, so you're kind of out of options. That's kind of his biggest problem, is that in a 1v1, it takes him a bit to kill someone. But if you're not in a 1v1, or if you're just coming in on someone that's half health, it is very easy to finish kills with this character. And he has the movement speed and, like, kind of movement abilities to, you know, kind of pick who he wants to fight and just ignore everyone else very easily. But yeah. B, you just can kind of use on cooldown. I don't know why I wasn't using it here. There's not really a reason to save it. Even if there's no one there, you might as well just toss it. Like, it's not really gonna do much. I guess you could save it to be a dick to someone, you know, if it's like a hog that hooks you and you live on 10, you could pop beat or something. I don't know. But yeah, you basically you're running around, you know, fisting people, booping people, and then every now and then you use the left click on your gun as well and do a bit of damage that way. But yeah, avoid the dynamite, because obviously Ashe is going to throw dynamite frame 1. Unfortunately, the Moira orb gets the finish there, and then Ashe kills me with Bob, but we're still in a very solid place. I've won games on Lucio in Comp Deathmatch in previous seasons, I think. Pretty easily. I think he can accomplish it, but he can easily place toward the top, but just going around and finishing kills. I mean, that's your whole gimmick. You're kind of like that's a lot of characters' gimmicks, but Lucio's one of the better ones. Moira and Lucio are particularly good at it. But Lucio, basically, Moira has the orbs, so you don't have to aim, and you could, you know, kill steal multiple people very easily at once. And you have Fade to get around, like, in a quick burst. But Lucio has that kind of, you know, perma-survivability, and on a single target, he's better at diving them. The reason Moira I'd say is better, and why in like the comp deathmatch tier list I had her in S tier, is because she can finish multiple people by basically having the same playstyle. And she can also win a lot of 1v1s, you know, if the Genji or whatever isn't particularly great, you could straight up beat them in a 1v1. It's also funny that this guy's saying Genji can't get a kill without stealing, like, that's literally all this game mode is. There's not really, there's nothing else going on in Comp Deathmatch. It's just kill steal simulator. But it's kind of fun. I don't know. I don't know what it is about Comp Deathmatch. It's just a great time. I think what it is all Overwatch characters have some level of fun to their abilities. Just, you know, there's some amount of fun to be had. But unlike, you know, normal comp where you just get counter-picked and there's like 4 people focusing you, in Comp Deathmatch, it's basically just the raw character, right? You gotta experience their abilities to the fullest, you know, just have a fun time. People might counterpick you in this mode, but it doesn't really matter because it's not that serious. You know, it's a fun little arcade mode, and you respawn right away. It's kind of like, I don't know. I think that's why I like Comp Deathmatch a bit when it comes to the arcade modes. I thought I'd like Mystery Heroes because there's no counterpicking, but I found out that isn't the case because apparently I actually like to pick my characters, even though a lot of the time it seems random in my head. There's a lot of reason, I guess, behind it, because Mystery Heroes was awful. That being said, I still mainly play this game just in hopes that Copa Lucio comes back, because that is my shit, bro. I love Copa Lucio. It's like the Rocket League clone for Overwatch. That is my favorite stuff. Whenever that mode comes out, I think I'm just gonna spam uploads of it. I don't know. I might do like, yeah, what I think I'll do is I'll, you know, find my main, I'll maybe have a few highlights from there, put in a little compilation, put that in my main channel probably. But what I'll really do is I think I'll have, you know, Ajay, I think I'll do melee only Lucio Ball, so no booping. I think that would be really fun. And I think I could probably get top 500 with that, unless a lot of new players show up that weren't there in previous seasons and I have to sweat a bit more, but chances are that probably not that many more people will play, since, you know, a lot of people are kind of quitting Overwatch, and, you know, the competitive deathmatch leaderboard is just as empty as it's ever been. Like, even now with 6 days left, there's like 300 people. But yeah, that's it for Lucio. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.